Good morning and welcome to CDR Pre-Show. Right now we're showing you CDR24 segment replays. Coming up next, we'll show you some more CDR24 segment replays. And later on, CDR24 Morning News Show with Michelle Gonzalez, Jesse Davila, and Alexander Menchaca goes live at 9 a.m. You're watching CDR24 Pre-Show.
We're at La Bohemia. This is a boutique and also an art gallery. Today is our first Friday art walk. But the reason that it is so much more unique is that we are trying to become a distinguished art district for the state of Texas.
Sherry Vela says her school district has handed her a setback.
Hopefully that this will help us out with funding.
Less support for the arts.
A lot of the funding has been cut from fine arts, whether it is visual arts, theater, music, so we're really trying to make our mark in this world.
But she, along with other art instructors, have a plan to invigorate the district art department and get the recognition she believes they deserve.
Well, we're trying to let the district know that the arts are very important. So today we are doing Chalk the Walk, and that is our registered event through the TAEA.
Registering their events with the Texas Art Education Association means they could be awarded for fulfilling a rigorous criteria of art advocacy.
We are also hosting our album release for a design that is done for La Historia de un Juan. One of our students from Del Rio High School or the early college high school will be nominated today. Their name will be on the album along with a $150 cash prize.
From the advocacy efforts of their teachers, the students...
We hope you enjoyed this segment. You can find the full version on ConnectDelRio.com or Connect Del Rio social media pages. Good morning and welcome to CDR Pre-Show. Right now, we're showing you CDR24 segment replays. Coming up next, we have CDR24 Morning News Show starting at 9 a.m. You're watching CDR24 Pre-Show.
On Friday, February 21st, 2025, the Del Rio chapter of the International Good Neighbor Council held the 5th annual Wine and Cheese Scholarship Fundraiser, where they featured great French wine donated by Sojo Cellar, live music by band Cale 4, music by Juan the Saxon Man, Nanez, and a huge display of meats and cheeses.
So my name is Andrew Scarbo. I am the president of the International Good Neighbor Council Del Rio chapter, and I've been the president for about 2 years and 2 months. One of the important things about this event is that it's just a reintroduction every time we have it of how important IGNC is to the community. IGNC is the holder and the keeper of such major tradition here in Del Rio, which is Fiesta de Amistad. Fiesta de Amistad is such an important tradition here because it's the friendship between two countries, the United States and Mexico, and that's what we love about it so much. This is our 5th year doing this event, and it has raised a tremendous amount of money to give back to the community in many different ways.
The fundraiser aimed to raise money for scholarships by auctioning off multiple paintings and works of art done by local students.
Good evening. My name is Al Arriola, the mayor of the city of Del Rio. Well, you know, it really puts the whole community. It's not just for the elite. It's for everybody that wants to come in and taste the cheeses.
We hope you enjoyed this segment. You can find the full version on ConnectDelRio.com or Connect Del Rio social media pages. This is CDR Pre-Show. Thanks for joining us here on Pre-Show. CDR24 Morning News Show starts in 2 minutes. The countdown will begin shortly. This has been CDR24 Pre-Show. We are about to begin CDR24 Morning News Show, Del Rio's first advanced modern news show. Stay tuned, and good morning, Del Rio. We are about to begin CDR24 Morning News Show, Del Rio's first advanced modern news show, with morning news anchor Michelle Gonzalez, co-anchor Jesse Davila, and meteorologist Alexander Menchaca. We will begin in just a few seconds. Stay tuned, and good morning, Del Rio.
Good morning, Del Rio, and welcome to Connect Del Rio 24 CDR 24. It's a beautiful day to live in Del Rio. My name is Michelle Gonzalez.
And I'm meteorologist Alexander Menchaca.
We have had a great spring break so far. So how has yours been, Alex?
Oh, it's been relaxing. I felt like I've just been sleeping and eating, and that's a perfect spring break for me.
That's right. That sounds great. Absolutely. So I got a chance to get away for a couple of days, but it was really cold. I was in Fredericksburg, and so it was 30-degree weather up there, so it kind of felt really cool.
Also, Michelle, this past Thursday was the first day of spring. And speaking about that, we have an awesome, flower display here too.
Beautiful flower arrangements. Oh, thank you so much to Floral Expressions, owners Rick and Lourdes Robles. They are located at 1100 North Bedell. So thank you so much for, brightening our day this morning with flowers from Floral Expressions. And I know you noticed, Alex, it's in a tumbler. So it's a perfect gift, and it's just beautiful. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes. So join us today is El Toro. They'll be here promoting their business.
And also joining this morning, we'll have Paul Mancha here to give us updates on the upcoming Del Rio Comic-Con.
So speaking of El Toro, it smells really good in the studio right now,
Absolutely.
Alexander.
They even brought us breakfast, which is so cool.
Breakfast. So thank you to El Toro. If we had smell-o-vision, I think that would be fantastic, right? Because this aroma here is great with the barbacoa, fresh homemade corn tortillas.
Absolutely. I think I may ask some of our backstage people to give some salsa and some salt too.
Please, yes, to go with that, definitely. So the Del Rio Parks Foundation is stopping in to share some updates on their upcoming St. Patty's Day celebration.
And finally, we've got Seferino Gomez III here with some information on Southwest Assisted Living.
Alex also has some weather information for us, and I'm sure it's going to be interesting.
Absolutely. My dad was just telling me the other day, hey, it's windy, it's cold, it's hot in the afternoon. I feel like in spring, it's the coldest in Del Rio for some reason. I feel like we get more consistent cold mornings. But one thing that's going to be exciting, Michelle, is I'm going to say a word that's probably going to get everyone's eyes and attention to the screen, is we may have a chance for some rain this week. And I'll dive more into that on the weather segment as well.
Great. So finally, some much needed rain. I know a lot of us in town have been asking for the rain, so it's glad to hear that it's finally around the corner, Alexander.
Absolutely.
So we've got a lot to cover today and plenty of guests with us.
And we also got a couple of segments from our video journalists, Paul and Eddie.
So, as we take a couple of bites of our tacos from El Toro this morning, we want to remind you that it's Saturday, March 22nd, 2025, and you're watching CDR24.
watching CDR 24.
Good morning, Del Rio. Welcome and thank you for joining us this morning. El Toro Barbacoa and Tacos serves up the community with some delicious morning cravings, with many people calling them their #1 source for barbacoa and more. They've sure made an impact on this community. So joining us this morning is Mr. Juan Trevino from El Toro. So good morning, Juan. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Great, thank you. We want to thank you so much for bringing us those delicious tacos this morning. Like I said, if we had smell-o-vision, the aroma is just great with those homemade corn tortillas and barbacoa. So you all have been around in our community. It's a staple. You know, growing up in Del Rio, just driving down North Main Street, it's always a restaurant that you go to. You think of family, you think of traditional foods, that delicious barbacoa, menudo, tacos, tamales. Tell us about how El Toro got started.
Well, El Toro's been around. My in-laws started the business in the 80s. It was a tortilla factory first, and then around 94, 95, they started with the barbacoa. And then when my father-in-law passed, my wife Carla stepped up and helped my mother-in-law run it, and she had been at the helm ever since. And 3 years ago, we purchased it from my mother-in-law, and we're coming along.
That's great. It's fantastic. So everything on your menu is just simply delicious. So these, like I said, these foods bring families together. I can remember these are just weekends that as our tradition and customs, right? We come together. We have those delicious tamales, that menudo. So you have salsa. You have the little onion that you combined with the cilantro.
Right.
Oh, it's just delicious, right? So are there any family secrets behind these recipes that you can share? Or
It's their family recipes. You know, my father-in-law, it's my father-in-law and my mother-in-law's recipes, and we're just following it
carrying
up.
on the tradition,
just doing
right?
it on. Yes,
That's
correct.
great. So we know that whether somebody needs a quick bite or they want to come with family or friends and you want to sit in the restaurant, so you guys offer drive-through options, you offer dine-in, you offer carry-out. So for anyone who hasn't tried your delicious food, and if you haven't yet, Del Rio, you need to get out there to El Toro. How would you describe the flavors of all of your specialties?
Well, I just had my breakfast tacos this morning, so I love it. I'll eat barbacoa every Saturday and every Sunday.
Yes.
Not everybody likes it, you know, but it's an acquired taste and it's very good. It's all beef, so we don't eat, you know, it's very good food. You have to try it.
You have to try it,
You have to
definitely.
try it,
So you provide those options, right? So dine-in, carry-out, and drive-through.
Yes, we have seating. We have seating for 92 people. We have two drive-through lanes, and of course our walk-up counter.
Great, great. So what are your hours?
6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday and Sunday only.
Saturday and Sunday only. So definitely make those plans to get together with your family. And 92 people, so you can definitely, if you have family coming in from out of town, definitely a place to go and visit there with them. Yes. So for anyone watching who hasn't visited yet, so what would you let them know about your restaurant?
Well, you have to try it. I mean, I personally, we love it. We have been getting a lot of new people, a lot of new customers. Like I said, you have to try it. And I mean, we offer barbacoa, menudo, tamales, handmade corn tortillas. And here soon, we will, hopefully in the near future, we're going to start making our flour tortillas.
Okay.
So we're expanding our kitchen. It's in the works. It's in a process. So as soon as we get that done, we'll be making our own flour tortillas as well.
Fantastic. So you led that right into my next question, which is what are the future plans for El Toro? So definitely going into flour tortillas. So that's great. So anything you'd like to add, Mr. Trevino, before you leave?
No. I mean, just, you know, come and see us Saturday and Sunday, 6 a.m., 2 p.m., or until sold out.
Okay.
Come on by, and we'll set you up with breakfast.
Definitely. So thank you again for bringing us some breakfast. We're going to enjoy our tacos in just a bit, so you can see that you have delicious options for the community. And so come on by Del Rio to El Toro. You definitely will not be disappointed. You're going to love their breakfast and get together with family and friends, and they're going to be there to help you enjoy that delicious breakfast. So thank you again for being here this morning.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
So now, thank you for being here, Mr. Trevino from El Toro. And now let's take a look at our Eye in the Sky. to the International Bridge just to see how traffic is going. So you can see, Del Rio, that going into Ciudad Acuña, there are a couple of cars going into the city and a couple of coming out. So the skies look clear for now, and so does the traffic. So for this camera, you can view it at any time on the City of Del Rio's website. Next, let's head on over to our new camera from Gilbert Mercado's Financial Services. Now their camera is set up facing West Cantu Road. So you're taking a live look just 1 block away from the Connect Del Rio Studios. And as we know, Cantu Road tends to be a little busy, but right now in the morning, we hope you are also enjoying your tacos. Hopefully going to head on down to El Toro later on today, but the traffic is clear in this camera and on Cantu Road. So this camera comes from Money Concepts Wealth Management and Financial Planning, Liberty Tax, and MoneyLink Financial Services, Inc. They provide holistic wealth management and financial service, including retirement planning for those of you that are considering retirement and the upcoming income tax preparation, IRS representation, bookkeeping, payroll, and more. And remember, so if you're a business and you have heavy traffic in your area, reach out to us to add your camera to our Eye in the Sky in exchange for some free advertising. All you have to do is email us at info@connectdelrio.com or message us via our Facebook page. Let's dive into our next segment with some updates from local entities like the City of Del Rio, SFDR-CISD, the hospital, and Val Verde County. The City of Del Rio is hosting their first citywide cleanup today. The event has already started and it's going on until 1 p.m. This is your chance to dispose of household trash, white goods, and more. So don't forget to bring your ID and a current water or trash bill. Also, this is taking place at the Joe Ramos Center, and that's located at 1105 West de la Rosa Street. For more details, you can call 830-775-2715. The Neighborhood Services Department in Del Rio is offering a basic food handler class on Thursday, April the 10th, 2025 at 9 a.m. at 1505 East Gibbs Street. This training is mandatory for all food handlers and provides essential knowledge on food safety. While there is no fee for the class itself, attendees are responsible for the cost of the required permit. Those interested in participating can secure a spot by contacting 830-774-7250. San Felipe Del Rio CISD is hosting their regularly scheduled school board meeting on Monday, March 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m., located at the Student Performance Center. To stay in the loop with your child's education and more items relating to the district, stay informed and consider attending. Heading into Val Verde County, the next Commissioners Court meeting will be held on March 26, 2025 at 9 a.m. You can stop by at the old County Court at Law building at 207B East Lozoya Street to be exact. Next, let's take a look at Val Verde Regional Medical Center. Val Verde Regional Medical Center has announced the launch of the Val Verde Regional Medical Center Legacy Foundation, a new initiative focusing on enhancing healthcare services and community well-being. The foundation aims to invest in advanced medical technology, support educational initiatives, and expand community health programs to ensure quality healthcare remains accessible for future generations. Here is a video they've shared.
For decades, Val Verde Regional Medical Center has been the cornerstone of our community, known for delivering compassionate, high-quality care to our patients. As Del Rio and its neighboring regions continue to grow, our commitment to addressing today's healthcare needs and preparing for tomorrow must also evolve. That's where the Val Verde Regional Medical Center Legacy Foundation steps in. The Legacy Foundation is dedicated to ensuring our hospital's long-term financial sustainability and growth through strategic planning and community partnerships. Your support is vital for key initiatives such as hospital expansion, cutting-edge technology, workforce development, and building sustainability funds. Contributing is easy. You can go online to our website and make a donation. You can mail your gift to 801 North Bedell Avenue, or consider including the foundation in your estate planning to ensure lasting health care for generations. We deeply appreciate your generosity and commitment to the future of healthcare in Val Verde County. To learn more about giving opportunities, contact us at 830-703-1740 or at legacyfoundation@vvrmc.org. Together, let's build a legacy of health, security, and community growth. Join us today in shaping the future of healthcare. A strong hospital means a strong community. Join us in shaping the future of healthcare for Val Verde County today and for generations to come.
And that wraps up our local government
For
and education segment. That takes us to Community Guest. Welcome to Community Guest. Today visiting us in the studio is Paul Mancha, who joins us this morning to share some exciting new updates from the Del Rio Comic-Con. Please help me in welcoming Paul Mancha and Wolverine. That's right. Hey guys, good morning.
I brought Wolverine to the studio today, but we have some amazing stories and things happening to our convention that it's growing. But our convention is almost here. It's almost a month away. And the exciting news right now, I want to say hi to Johnny because he's looking. Hi, Johnny. From Bill County Comic-Con. So he's actually one of our special guests that'll be coming here, one of the promoters. And we'll be going to Bill County Comic-Con in August. But I am very proud that you guys are going to be there hosting, filming for the first time at our convention. And it will be the first time that we actually have the stage doing our panels. That you guys are be doing the panels for us.
Very cool.
So I'm very happy. That's one of our good news. And we're releasing our pre-release tickets right now. So anybody buys the tickets right now, you can actually get a cool card signed by Johnny, by one of the turtles, and he's Michelangelo. And so anybody that gets those pre-sales right now, you can actually get in for 30 minutes free, get in the line for Rikishi. The maps and everything will be ready. Close to 40 vendors that will be happening. So if this one, and I want to say that we have so many upcoming sponsors, the CBB, the Chamber, the city. Talked to Mr. Warlaw yesterday. So I want to say that the community is coming together. And that's something that we've been working with a long time. And it's always the baby steps before we take the leap of faith again. And hopefully by next year, we'll do both sides. And then so when we do both sides, I think that will be more celebrities coming in. We're already talking to a couple of individuals. But our DRCC convention will be one of our big ones, and then we'll have two small ones. So that's what we're planning this year. We'll have an anime one. You'll get to see one of our feature anime cars that we're trying to present for our next ones as well. So, and Mr. Wolverine, we want to let him into our little storyline. So, what do you like about the convention? What do you like about cosplay? No, I'm playing the host, right?
So, the thing I like about cosplay is being able to interact with the community. Being able to make the kids smile and bring somebody's character to life and just show up and, you know, be a part of Del Rio and make us grow and put us on the map.
And we were part of the middle school career day, and a lot of people was like, what do you do? It's like, well, we bought career day to, or Wolverine to career day.
There you go. So I have to tell you guys, so I just learned what cosplay is. And so cosplay is dressing up like
one of your characters.
And so Wolverine is joining us today. So that is fantastic. There's so much to see.
So many of the behind the scenes that goes into the Del Rio Comic-Con. It's the special guests, the cosplayers, but for us is always the artists that coming in. We have 11-year-olds, two 11-year-olds that are our future artists, illustrators, and then we cannot have our convention with our vendors, our food vendors, our chorus, entertainment. So this year, everything is just growing as planned, growing with the community, and not just that. As we reaching out to different Comic-Cons, we'll be announcing different areas that we're promoting our DRCC, or I say Del Rio itself, all the way to New Mexico. So we're in.
You have people coming from all over.
Yes, so that's the thing we're planning as we go forward and future-wise. So I'm just happy that you guys are going to be there with us, you know.
Excited about that.
And that's when I told Willard and I told you guys, I'm like, oh my God, I can't. This is one of my special presentations to tell people, you know, and I couldn't tell people, like, what's going on? So you have somebody another special. I was like, you know what? This is actually special for us because this will be broadcast live during our convention, and it's going to reach not just our local but surrounding areas, and especially close to Mexico, Acuña, Piedras Negras, that we're going as well. And it's just reaching out to the outer limits at the same time, bringing your inner child.
Yes, bringing it out, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
We all have an inner child. So
yes.
What are some of the coolest things you've experienced with cosplayers? So what are some just things that y'all have seen, done? What are the exciting things that
I always think when I see people coming in when they started our convention, and then now they are in college, now they have kids, and now they're bringing their kids to cosplay. But for him, I think how he takes his time. This is his second suit. Now he's doing Daredevil future-wise. There we go. But I think he wants to, I mean, what do you think?
This has been a wonderful opportunity to meet a lot of different people, a lot of different businesses.
Yes.
I got to go to San Antonio, and I got to meet Johnny from Cobra Kai. And,
there we go. Yeah.
And Ralph Macchia, and it was.
I know Ralph Macchia.
Yeah. You're hitting you raise kids. Yeah.
So that was a really cool event. So cool. And so a lot of the events here in Del Rio, I've got to meet Paul and Crystal, and.
So there's so many people behind the scenes. Like today, this month it's Women's History Month. So we're a lot of the people behind the scenes, they love their vendors, their promoters as well. Like my daughter Haven, hi, wake up, from the Renaissance Fair, and of course Crystal, Draculina Fest, or my business partner as well. And then the cool thing that we are branching out, so now there'll be two nerds in the same. Like say Billions and stuff like that, but two nerds in downtown. I think it's kind of a cool, like a model. I know the mayor last time, he's like, I like that idea. It's kind of cool, two nerds in there. But, and it's just, especially Mario Fado, a lot of people don't see behind the scenes of all the people helping us out. And I think it's kind of cool. Jessica, right now she's healing from her surgery, but she'll be ready because she's our main cosplayer coordinator.
Yes. Okay.
With her, she's actually reaching out to the outer limits when it comes to cosplay, and it's actually helping rebuild the cosplay community. So for her, and especially Taekwondo and stuff like that. So in this year, you get to see 3 different events from LARPing, and that's cool, from the Renaissance world, or D&D and stuff like that. And then we have some karate as well, and some dancing. So there's a lot of, the cool thing about the Del Rio Comic-Con, it's everything that you want to see when it's getting closer to bigger conventions. And so I'm very happy now that the CUB, the Chamber, the city, you guys in general are helping us out. So it's making not just my dream, but it's making his and everyone's possible. It's coming full circle.
Well, you guys really do a fantastic job with Comic-Con, and we are definitely looking forward to it. Tell us the dates of the Comic-Con.
So it's going to happen May the 3rd and 4th. May the 4th be with you, for like Star
That's
Wars.
right.
Yeah. And I know some people like Star Trek, but it's all good. And then it's going to be at the Civic Center, the Pecan Ballroom. 2 days. Right now, you can buy your tickets at Del Rio Comic-Con Square and Square site, and then, or you can come to the shop at Heyman Toys Collectibles. Draculina's 2 nerds came together at 213 South Main Street, and you can buy your early tickets, get them before, or you can buy them there at the Civic Center as well. I just want to say thank you to Lino, thank you to the Chamber, thank you to Blanca, to everyone's been helping us out, from that side, and especially you guys, Willard. I want to say the man behind the scenes. I know him since he was 14, 15, so multimedia classes, and we're going back to the high school as well. And the good thing about that, it's like I said, full circle when it comes to like with Willard as well. This is his dream. This is what he wanted, and he got to get that. Now he has an amazing crew, and we're still going back to multimedia classes, to the Casa de Cultura, getting illustrators. So I think what we're doing is not just our dreams, but everyone's
dreams. Good. Well, keep following your dreams, everybody.
And I'm running for mayor. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
So keep following your dreams, everyone. And so thank you guys for being here. We are looking forward to joining you all at Comic-Con May 3rd and 4th. It's going to be an exciting time, and we're definitely looking forward to it. So thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you, your audience.
Thank you, and everyone. So thank y'all, and we look forward to seeing y'all.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys. So thank you so much, Paul, for joining us, and Wolverine. So next, let's dive into the news for the day. Casa de la Cultura held Emo Night on March 15, 2025, drawing a packed crowd and showed the strength of Del Rio's emo subculture. Organized by Pete and Joe Ortiz, along with April Portillo, the event provided a safe space for young adults, a group often underrepresented in local cultural events. The night featured emo anthems, a mobile tattoo studio, a lip sync battle, and vendors selling nostalgic memorabilia. Attendees embraced emotional expression challenging Del Rio's traditional machismo culture. Quote, being emo doesn't mean rejecting heritage. It's about self-expression on your own terms, says one attendee. Pete Ortiz, who invited people from surrounding towns, emphasized that Emo Night isn't about profit, but about giving people a place to belong. The full article, written by Stevie Kilo, can be found on connectdelrio.com. tomorrow or on your newspaper and Sunday morning newspaper. The Field of Our Dreams multi-purpose field is temporarily closed due to overuse, which has created unsafe conditions. While the public can still access the area, football posts and soccer nets have been removed, and no reservations are being accepted. The Joe Ramos Center is also facing overuse concerns, prompting a complete overhaul of its reservation policies. Del Rio's demand for sports facilities has surged, reflecting a shift in community priorities toward health and recreation. The city launched the Field of Our Dreams project to address this need, expanding park amenities since its 2022 opening. However, maintaining these spaces is challenging, and officials must balance accessibility and sustainability. Parks and Recreation Superintendent Lázaro Castro emphasized that natural grass fields need recovery time, and the closure may extend beyond 1 month. The city is consulting with Texas Multichem for field maintenance. In the future, tighter restrictions on field access are expected, similar to the new priority-based reservation system at the Joe Ramos Gym. To support the growing sports community, the city plans to improve other parks, resurfacing courts, adding solar lighting, and upgrading amenities. Additionally, San Felipe Del Rio CISD is renovating Cody Wardlaw Gym, which will serve both students and public in the evenings, allowing for future modernization of the Joe Ramos Gym. To read more from this article done by Stevie Kilo, visit connectdelrio.com or read this story tomorrow in your Sunday newspaper. Paul Hackemesser, a journalist here at Connect Del Rio, attended Roberts Jewelers' 50th anniversary a while back. Here's Paul with more information. Paul?
On Tuesday, March 6, 2025, Roberts Jewelers celebrated 50 years of business in Del Rio. Serving our community for 50 years, Roberts Jewelers held a ribbon cutting at their location, inviting everyone to join in on this special, significant milestone. Organized in collaboration with the Del Rio Chamber of Commerce, the event was a vibrant display of pride within our community. A wonderful culmination of past, present, and future all combined into one historic event.
Hi, I'm Jeannie Roberts Slover, and I'm the owner of Roberts Jewelers, and we're here celebrating 50 wonderful years in Del Rio. I feel very, very blessed to have all my friends here with me, and we've got an exciting year planned. Expectations: smile a lot, work hard, and support Laughlin Air Force Base and our community.
Since 1975, Roberts Jewelers has been much more than just a jewelry store. It has been a cornerstone of the community of Del Rio. Serving 50 years doesn't just showcase their success, but also their perseverance, strength, and commitment. Roberts Jewelers has become synonymous with more than just beautiful jewelry. For many, it is a place where the most important moments are spent and cherished. From planning engagements to restoring memorabilia, this store has become a part of not just the city, but its community. Congratulations to Roberts Jewelers on 50 years of brilliance and service to our community. So now we know when they tell us to come and get to know our family, they are not only inviting us into the store, but welcoming us into the community. This has been Paul Hawkemesser with Connect Del Rio.
Coming up next, we have Alexander Menchaca with our weather update and representatives from the City of Del Rio, Parks Foundation joining us here in the studio. All of this and more right after these messages.
This episode of CDR24 is brought to you by Lone Star Vitality, the perfect combination of knowledge and great products. A new way to improve your health. Lone Star Vitality has some of the best prices in town and has the best variety of hemp and CBD products. Dovalina Law, serving Del Rio and the Texas local communities since 1997, protecting the rights of the injured. Call 830-774-5252. Valverde Regional Medical Center, the best medical care. With 2 exceptional healthcare providers joining our team, we look forward to enhancing our patient care services with their support and encourage you to schedule your appointment today. Texas Construction Company and Handyman Services, offering a variety of services for commercial and residential locations. From painting and tile work to cabinets and rental services, Texas Construction Company is there for you. We'll be right back after these messages.
When your home needs expert care, Comfort Tech Service Now is here for you. And whether it's HVAC, plumbing, or electrical services, we've got you covered with skilled technicians ready to handle any issue. With our fixed right or it's free, your satisfaction is our top priority. From routine maintenance to emergency repairs, we're here ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe.
Service Now!
Call Comfort Tech Service Now, where your home's comfort is always our mission.
At Texas Heritage Real Estate, we believe in creating real connections. We are not just a team. We are a small, passionate family that treats every client as if they were our own. Texas Heritage Real Estate specializes in residential and commercial real estate transactions. We work closely with our clients, providing them with a personalized approach to their real estate needs. Experience the difference of working with a team that truly enjoys what they do and builds real connections with their clients. Texas Heritage Real Estate, helping people find a place to call home.
It's time for your everyday spending to start giving back. Introducing the all-new Border Federal Credit Union Rewards Card with 1.54% cash back on every purchase and a fixed APR of just 17.75%. You'll be earning on everything. And with our secure chip technology, you can make payments confidently, knowing your transactions are protected. Your rewards are waiting. Apply today at borderfcu.com or call and visit us at a local branch. Border Federal Credit Union. Local, trusted, owned by you.
This is your local weather report with meteorologist Alexander Menchaca.
Good morning, Del Rio, and welcome back to CDR24. You're watching the weather report by Alexander Menchaca. And a reminder, this weather report is brought to you by Comfort Tech Service Now. Now, the big question in Del Rio, I was mentioning earlier, is the wind, right? It's windy in the afternoon, it's cold in the morning, hot in the afternoon, cold at night. just to give you an idea of how, strong these winds have been throughout the state of Texas, let's take a look. This is actually a video by Chad Casey. This is out by the Panhandle. This is 80-mile-per-hour winds. This has been the conditions almost every other week because these major weather systems are moving on through. Yes, we're feeling, the 30-mile-per-hour winds here in Del Rio, but man, over there in the Panhandle, they've been getting hammered with high winds. Just to give you an idea of, I know those winds are a little bit annoying here in Del Rio, but luckily we're not dealing with, the mess that the Panhandle is doing. So hopefully they're doing well. They may have a little break this week, but let's go look at our live conditions right now. Currently in Del Rio, we are at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, really comfortable here in Del Rio. Plenty of sunshine. Winds are relatively light from the east at around 9 miles per hour. We're expecting another great day here in Del Rio, a little bit on the warm side, and the wind isn't even going to be as bad as it has been the last couple of days, but it's a really good day here in Del Rio. Just want to make sure you take a few precautionaries out there, cooking out or whatnot because of just the dry conditions that we've been dealing with. So let's take a look at our highs today. We are expecting Del Rio to be around the lower 90s. Most of the county warning area will be around the 80-degree mark as well. Winds are going to be around about 10-20 miles per hour. So if you are cooking out outside, maybe going to swim a little bit, it's going to be on the cold side if you are not in the sun. So just make sure you take precautions on that. Tonight we are expecting another great night here in Del Rio. Temperatures are going to be around the lower 60s as well. Not really much cloudy skies, and winds may be a little bit on the light side, but really pretty much a great night here in Del Rio if you want to enjoy that, that last weekend before we turn back to school if you're, one of those students. And, as we go into spring, you may have heard me say that rain chances are going to return. I'm going to look at two different graphics and kind of explain them to you. One is going to be our 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook. As you can see, southern Texas is trending to be above average with precipitation, which is going to be a great thing. That's something here in Del Rio that we look forward to. We look forward to that rain. But the one thing that I always like saying is that whenever we get rain in spring, sometimes it's always accompanied with sometimes bad weather. This right here graphic as I'm looking at here is really, famously known for Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer is like real famous. He's the storm chaser that chases all around the United States. He usually posts this graphic a lot before he goes, do those storm chasing. And what this graphic does is that it shows you, just the percentage of what, severe weather could occur during certain weeks. And as you can see, Texas is all in the red high area for potential severe weather. And, it kind of goes into the same timing as we're expecting this rain to be coming in through Texas. So I'm not saying that we're expecting severe weather or severe weather should be expected, but I do want to let y'all know now that we're transitioning into spring, any chance we get a chance for rain, it will also be accompanied possibility with some chances for hail or some winds. But the good thing is we'll have you covered here on CDR24, as well as you can follow Del Rio Weather Alerts on Facebook, and we'll get you all settled for weather information as well. So speaking about that rain, right, we could even see rain as early as Monday. We're going to have a weak cold front that's going to move on through. And with that weak cold front, it's going to spark a few, showers around the local area. You can see little pop-ups around here and right in the beginning of the loop. And those showers are going to be very isolated. So we did put a little bit of a rain chance on Monday, but the biggest bet is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week. As we go into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we are expecting a system to move through from the west, and it's going to create a massive amount of rain, not only through the Rio Grande area, but through the South Central Texas area as well. And that's just going to be a real, great sign of relief. This area has been, really yearning for rain. The drought monitor has been really high in this area, so we're really, crossing our fingers, hoping we get some good rain, and hopefully that severe weather stays out of the area. But like I said, if anything does change, we'll provide you here information on CDR24 as well as on Del Rio Weather Alerts. So let's go and take a look at that 5-day for you. So we are expecting a really beautiful day here on Saturday for Del Rio. It's going to be relatively warm. It's going to be in the lower 90s. We are expecting cloud cover to slowly return Sunday. Going to stay in the warm side. It'll be kind of windy as well. Monday, we'll have a slight chance of some showers and storms when that cold front moves on through in the afternoon. Really low chance, made me thinking that maybe a shower or two may be lucky around the vicinity. We'll clear up on Tuesday, and on Wednesday through Thursday at the end of the 5-day is where we're going to keep our eyes open because that's whenever we're expecting rain to develop Wednesday night into Thursday and into Friday. This has been a weather report brought to you by meteorologist Alexander Menchaca, and this weather report is brought to you by Comfort Tech Service Now. Now back to you, Michelle.
Dedicated, trusted, and the latest news. You're watching Del Rio's first advanced morning news show, CDR24.
Thank you, Alexander, for that weather update. Joining us this morning is Matthew LeBrogue and Esme Mesa here to share some information on the upcoming St. Patty's Day celebration. Welcome back to Community Guest. Good morning, Matthew and Esme. How are y'all this morning?
Good. How are you doing?
Good, good. It's so great to have y'all here representing the City of Del Rio and the Del Rio Parks Foundation. So now we're here to talk about today with the St. Patty's Day reschedule due to some challenging weather conditions. So we saw that Alexander shared that weather has been no joke, y'all.
I know.
And so that's the reasoning behind having to reschedule the St. Patty's Day event. So tell us how the City and the Parks Foundation made that decision on the previously scheduled date to reschedule it for March the 29th.
Yes, so the wind was crazy.
Yeah, it
we
was
were
crazy.
kind of on the lookout since like 8 a.m. that day.
Right.
And then just decided to, postpone.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't really know if we were going to get a lot of people, but also doing a 5K in
Right,
that wind.
yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I don't run.
Cutting through that,
but,
I don't either, but cutting through that wind, I'm sure would be extra challenging as it is. So,
I know.
Yeah,
So,
hard decision, but a good one, because I know that as you know, the hardworking people that y'all are, the countless hours that y'all put into these events, you all are also looking out for our safety and just to make sure that everything is going to go smoothly in an event like that. So definitely a great decision with the new date. So with this new date, so what can the attendees expect to see at the St. Patty's Day celebration?
Yes, so we're excited. We've been planning this for about a month and a half now.
Okay.
And so there's going to be a 5K. It's going to be sponsored by Amistad PTSD Awareness and Del Rio FOB.
Mm-hmm.
So we're very excited about that. It's a free 5K.
Event. Nice.
So, come out. It's at 210 Jones Street at the Del Rio Community Garden.
Okay.
Just show up in your St. Patty's Day attire. I know we're not in St. Patty's Day anymore.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's still March, right?
Yeah.
So we can celebrate. It's like birthday. You can celebrate that day or all month long or all year long if you want, right?
Yes.
So make sure to come out, Del Rio, and join everybody. Now, for somebody who doesn't know where the 210 Jones Street is, so it's kind of by the Placita, right?
Yes.
Brown
Yes.
Plaza area. Right behind there, there's the community garden there.
Yes.
So it's going to start right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. So that's great. So we know that you're going to have like we mentioned, a 5K. You're also going to have a cornhole tournament.
Yes.
Right? Music, entertainment. Who's going to be out there playing?
So we're going to kind of keep it a surprise.
Okay.
We're going to announce it.
You want to reveal anything here
yes,
yet? No, okay.
we'll announce it in the coming week.
Okay.
But we're very excited about it. Yes.
Good. And there's going to be plenty of food to eat. And so for dinner, there'll be because the event after the 5K, the event will start at.
Around,
right
6:37.
After the 5K. So you're going to have DNA Hibachi, who has been here before. So they have, oh my gosh, they're
delicious.
My favorite, right?
Yes.
They're my favorite place to eat in town. So, and then also you'll have Cardenas funnel cakes available too.
I feel like it's a Del Rio staple.
Definitely, right? There you go. You have to have them at any time. So, so as we wrap up, is there anything, Esme, also that you'd like to share with the community to invite everybody out there?
So we'll have parking, just like when you come to Brown Plaza events, all around the surrounding streets.
Okay.
And it's a family-friendly event, and so we look forward to everybody coming out and joining our 5K and the other festivities.
That's wonderful. How about you, Matthew? Anything else you want to add to it? Or?
No, just come on out, support this great event. I mean, we're very excited, and we can't keep doing these events without the participation
of the
community.
Right? Definitely.
Yes,
so invite everybody out there. Make sure you get out there, Del Rio. Come join everybody at the St. Patty's Day celebration. It's always a fun time to celebrate the events in Del Rio. And we thank you guys and your team for all that you do for the city of Del Rio, just because you keep our city together and moving and make it fun, right?
We couldn't do it without Esme.
Right, definitely. Yes.
She's I feel like she's the backbone of all of these events.
All of the events that happen all year round. And so they're every day, all year round, so you guys are always on the move. So thank you, Esme, and the team, and Matthew, for all that you do.
He's a creative genius.
Definitely, yes. Y'all make such a fantastic team with everybody here and behind the scenes, right?
Absolutely.
So, absolutely. So anything else you want to share? One last thing before you go?
No, come on out. Support this great event. If you want to do a 5K, show up 210 Jones Street, Del Rio Community Garden, and yeah, just come on out and have a great evening.
Sounds great. All right, awesome, guys. So we thank you all so much for
Thank
being
you.
here and joining
Yes.
us. We hope to see you again soon.
Yes.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. So thank you to Matthew and Esme from the City of Del Rio Parks Foundation for visiting us and telling us all about the St. Patty's Day celebration. So make sure you make plans to get out there on March 29th. So reports of smoke coming from a U.S. Customs and Border Protection building at Del Rio Airport sent firefighters to the scene at approximately 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday. The cause of the smoke is unclear. There are no reports of injuries at this time, though the building was evacuated. We've reached out to the City of Del Rio for further information. Eddie Martinez, one of our journalists here at CDR, will report back when that becomes available. Thanks for tuning in so far. You're watching CDR24.
Dedicated, trusted, and the latest news. You're watching Del Rio's first advanced morning news show, CDR 24.
In the studio is Seferino Gomez III, who is here representing Southwest Assisted Living. Southwest Assisted Living is a vibrant assisted living community dedicated to fostering a vibrant atmosphere. Welcome to Community Guest. All right. Good morning, Severino.
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you here representing Southwest Assisted Living right here in Del Rio. So we have the privilege of you visiting us today to represent that. Now to start, this is a place that is located right here in Del Rio.
Correct.
And it is a community dedicated to providing compassionate care and enriching the lives of retired and assisted living residents, right? So tell us how long the community has been around and what your role is there at the community.
So again, thank you for having me. We've been around for 13 years. Out of those 13 years, I've been there 3 years as the executive director. And I come from a nursing and rehab background.
Right.
And so that experience has definitely helped me provide the services that we do. A lot of people like to compare us to nursing and rehabs, but a lot of the things that we do are compared to nursing and rehab, but then there's a lot of things that set us apart. And so one of those things is personalized care, I like to call it. And so sometimes people don't like to wake up at a certain hour or do things in an institutionalized way. And so we're really able to give that attention, that care, those special little things that are very much appreciated in the long-term care world.
Right.
So just that's what helps us out. Yeah, it sets us apart from what we do.
From the others as well.
Correct.
Definitely. So for someone who may not know, what in your opinion makes it such a special place?
So what makes it special is we're a small home. We're licensed for 26 beds. We're a 22-room facility. So we have an assisted living side, and then we also have a memory care building. And so the memory care is something that we're very passionate about. Alzheimer's and dementia, unfortunately, is something that continues to grow, not only in the U.S. but worldwide. And so we are the only memory care in Del Rio. And so we're able to tend to the people with those needs, and then we're also to be able to tend to the people that have the needs of an assisted living. And so I have levels of care where people have their own cars, are able to come and go as they please. They're able to run their own errands. And so then we also have people that are at a higher level of care. And so we really have a wide spectrum of what we can provide for someone. In our world, we have a little more freedom of what a resident likes or dislikes or what we're able to do for them.
Right.
And so I think that that's what really sets us
Sets you
apart.
apart
Yes,
from the others.
correct.
Awesome. So I was able to check out some pictures on social
Yeah.
media, right? So you all definitely make those events just so much fun and engaging for not only the residents but the families as well, right? So you did
Correct.
events like for Valentine's Day,
Correct.
for Thanksgiving, for Christmas. There's always events that you try to engage the residents. So tell us about those events that y'all have.
So the activities, again, with my experience with the rehab and nursing side, there are activity programs that I've been a part of.
Okay.
And so over the years, we've been able to develop programs or activities or events that are what the residents want.
Okay.
And so, number one is a resident care, what they like, their likes and dislikes. And so we actually approach each resident, ask what they like to do, type of music, type of events, things that are very important in their lives, and then we're able to tailor fit an event or an activity.
It's really nice.
And so, yeah,
you personalize it, right, for
exactly,
each person and family member.
Yes.
That's fantastic. So also, can you share a memorable experience or success story, maybe that highlights the positive impact of this community? So just maybe, encounters that you've had with families or residents themselves.
I have one. This actually happened yesterday. So I have a resident that has Alzheimer's and dementia. And so for someone that deals with these types of situations, there's something called sundowning.
Okay.
And so at the end of pretty much every day, she has a sundowning episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was in my office and she came up to me and she said, "Hey, I want to go."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Well, where do you want to go?" She said, "Wherever you'll take me."
Yeah.
And so that was very emotional for me because she was used to being able to go out to her ranch. She was able to, go do the things that she likes to do. And so she knows that she doesn't have anybody to do that, or she can't go on her own now. And so I got her in our van and I took her down the street and we went to go get, something to drink. And so when we came back, she couldn't remember who I was, but she kept on telling everyone, "Oh, there's this gentleman, so nice, came." And so we're able to do that for them. For me, it's very personal. I have a very special place in my heart for elderly or for people in those situations, and so it's not just a position or a title for me. It's something very personal.
Very personal, and yes, you definitely touch the heartstrings there because you definitely deal with a lot of their personal, what they're dealing with.
Correct.
So, right. So
Correct.
yes. Okay, Severino. So finally, just before we wrap up here, for somebody who may be considering assisted living and is having that kind of dealing with should I do that or not, can they call you? Where can they find you?
Correct. And so we're located at 1088 Amistad Boulevard. My number is on the website. We have a website. We have a Facebook page. A lot of the questions that I get asked is, when's the best time for somebody to get moved in? When do you think is the best time for either mom or dad to move in? And my response is always, the best time is when it's time for you. And so that really is something, a decision that is made either by a power of attorney or a son or a daughter, whatever it may be. And only that person knows. And so at the end of the day, if you have any questions, we move at people's paces.
Okay.
I know it's not an easy decision, but again, we move away from the stigma of elderly care because we really do put my staff and I put our heart into what we do.
So,
correct.
Highly trained staff that you have as well, so that cares for all of these individuals at their time of need.
Correct.
So you're there with a full heart to help them. So please visit them, contact them at Southwest Assisted Living right here in Del Rio. So Severino, thank you so much for joining us today and to help us out and learning more about this that's available to our community. So thank you again. And so for more information, be sure to visit southwestassistedliving.com. We're just about ready to close out, but before we do, we've got one more look at our weather and a look at our events happening around town. All this and more when we return from these messages.
This episode of CDR24 is brought to you by Lone Star Vitality, the perfect combination of knowledge and great product. A new way to improve your health. Lone Star Vitality has some of the best prices in town and has the best variety of hemp and CBD products. Dovalina Law, serving Del Rio and the Texas local communities since 1997, protecting the rights of the injured. Call 830-774-5252. Valverde Regional Medical Center, the best medical care. With 2 exceptional healthcare providers joining our team, we look forward to enhancing our patient care services with their support and encourage you to schedule your appointment today. Texas Construction Company and Handyman Services, offering a variety of services for commercial and residential locations. From painting and tile work to cabinets and rental services, Texas Construction Company is there for you. We'll be right back after these messages.
When your home needs expert care, Comfort Tech Service Now is here for you. And whether it's HVAC, plumbing, or electrical services, we've got you covered with skilled technicians ready to handle any issue. With our fixed right or it's free, your satisfaction is our top priority. From routine maintenance to emergency repairs, we're here ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe.
Service Now!
Call Comfort Tech Service Now, where your home's comfort is always our mission.
At Texas Heritage Real Estate, we believe in creating real connections. We are not just a team. We are a small, passionate family that treats every client as if they were our own. Texas Heritage Real Estate specializes in residential and commercial real estate transactions. We work closely with our clients, providing them with a personalized approach to their real estate needs. Experience the difference of working with a team that truly enjoys what they do and builds real connections with their clients. Texas Heritage Real Estate, helping people find a place to call home.
It's time for your everyday spending to start giving back. Introducing the all-new Border Federal Credit Union Rewards Card with 1.54% cash back on every purchase and a fixed APR of just 17.75%. You'll be earning on everything. And with our secure chip technology, you can make payments confidently, knowing your transactions are protected. Your rewards are waiting. Apply today at borderfcu.com or call and visit us at a local branch. Border Federal Credit Union. Local, trusted, owned by you.
This is your local weather report with meteorologist Alexander Menchaca.
Good morning and welcome back to CDR24. This is meteorologist Alexander Menchaca and get you all caught up weather-wise here for Del Rio. And let's go and take a look to it. So winds, right? Winds have been a big factor here in Texas. This is actually in Silverton, Texas, near the Panhandle, near Amarillo. I know the winds have been really bad here in Del Rio, but this is 80-mile-per-hour winds out in the Panhandle. Those days that we've been getting, maybe 30, 40-mile-per-hour winds, they're dealing with dust, sand. This is almost like equivalent to severe weather-like winds when this is just, because of those major weather systems that have been moving on through. They haven't really been affecting us rain-wise, but they have been affecting us with the wind. But that is slowly going to change, but we're going to talk about what's going on today. Today we are expecting temperatures to be around the 60-degree mark currently right now, and it's mostly sunny. Winds look like to be from the east at around 9 miles per hour, but roughly a really good morning here in Del Rio. A little bit on the humid side. I felt like when you're out there, you feel that humidity starting to steep in, and that's going to play a big factor as we head into this week. But let's look at our highs today. We are expecting temperatures to be in Del Rio around the 90s, lower 90s. Looks like by the metroplexes will be around the mid 80s, upper 80s, but relatively a nice warm day here in Texas. We are expecting winds to be, probably between the 15-20 mile per hour range. So you may want to just be mindful if you are cooking out, enjoying any outdoor festivities that wind may be an issue for your plans. Looking at tonight, we are expecting temperatures to be in the lower 60s here in Del Rio. Pretty much throughout the whole county warden area will be in the upper 50s and 60s as well. Winds should be relatively a little bit lighter than they are in the afternoon, but you know, it should be a really nice, relatively great night here in South Central Texas. So let's look at the big picture. Next week, you heard me talk about rain. We're gonna look at two graphics. The first graphic we're gonna look at is the National Weather Service's 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook. As you can see, the anomalies are trending to be above average for precipitation. Great news, right? We've been waiting for that rain, especially in the area that has a lot of drought issues going on. But what I like to say is that now that we're getting into spring, any type of rain that we get could also be accompanied with severe weather. This next graphic that I have here is really famously known by Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer is that guy that goes on and storm chases and whatnot. He usually always posts graphics like this before he starts targeting his areas to go chase. And as you can see, the areas in red, what they depict is they were telling us that there's going to be higher chances for severe weather around this area. Now, I do want to make this disclaimer. This does not mean this is a guarantee. It does not mean that this is going to happen. But just to let you know the ingredients are there, and just to let you know now that we're getting any rain now in spring and April, May, it could be accompanied with severe weather, but not to worry, we have you all covered here on CDR24 as well as on Del Rio Weather Alerts if any changes were to come with that. But let's talk about that rain, right? As you can see, we have a cold front that's going to be moving through as early as Monday. But with that cold front moving on through, it's possibly going to spark a few showers relatively, and you can see it on this loop right here, a few showers here that may be isolated, kind of scattered, but the bigger picture is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. As you can see, the beginning part of that system at the end of the loop beginning to move on through, and it's going to be accompanied by a lot of rain and hopefully some heavy rainfall. No severe weather we're hoping, but mainly rain to help us with that drought issues that we've been going on here in South Central Texas. So let's take a look at that 5-day for you. We are looking at temperatures to be in the relatively upper to lower 80s, lower 90s. We are expecting winds to be relatively strong today, but die down as we head into the week. Rain chances will be slightly on Monday. Generally a mostly sunny day, but when that cold front passes by, we'll have to see where those isolated pockets develop. But we are anticipating Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday is we're expecting that major rain to be moving on through. And this has been a meteorologist update here by Comfort Tech Service Now. We thank you so much. Now back to you, Michelle.
Dedicated, trusted, and the latest news. You're watching Del Rio's first advanced morning news show, CDR24.
Thank you, Alexander, for that weather report. Let's close things out with event highlight. Happening now is the 39th annual Border Celebration honoring International Women's Day. They invite the community to come together for a special event celebrating empowerment, unity, and cultural heritage. It's currently taking place from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Casa de la Cultura, located at 302 Cantu Street in Del Rio, Texas. The event welcomes all genders and provides childcare for attendees. Extra Link continues strengthening its ties with the local community. Next, Crystal at Draculina sets the stage for a night of gaming, competition, and great vibes. Attendees are encouraged to bring their favorite games and competitive spirit. The group may also stop by Sweet Scoops for food and dessert. With a family-friendly atmosphere, everyone is welcome, even the kids. Looks like some great events happening this weekend, Alexander, right? Don't you think?
And the weather is going to be perfect for the weekend.
It
you know,
is,
right
yeah.
before we get that rain, hopefully in the week. But just a great weekend here in Del Rio for sure.
Definitely. So lots of things. Now, you said rain. Some might be severe. Now, I'll order the ingredients for it, like nice, pretty rain. But when it gets a little scary, you know, definitely going to keep an eye out for your weather alerts for sure.
Absolutely. You can, but remember, you can always find here on Connect Del Rio for any weather updates as well as on Del Rio weather alerts. We'll get you all weather set here.
All weather
for
set.
Sure.
So, oh, okay, Alexander, we've got some tacos here today.
Oh yes, I've been waiting all show to eat these, so
That's right.
I'm excited to try this.
All right, here we go. So these are from El Toro, located right here in Del Rio. So Alex is going to take us the first bite here. He's going to taste some of that delicious corn tortillas that are homemade. Okay, so taking a bite. Let's see. Here we go.
That homemade tortilla is the first thing that you notice. Man, that is so good. It makes me miss my grandma. Shout out to you, grandma. So awesome. What's your opinion on it, Michelle?
Delicious. Okay, I took a big bite. Very good, delicious. Barbacoa, the homemade corn tortilla, just fantastic. So
absolutely, absolutely.
Yours on that side, mine's on this side, so we'll definitely keep those, and we will finish those up in just a bit. So we also want to say thank you to Floral Expressions owners Rick and Lourdes Robles for this beautiful arrangement. And as we said earlier, Alexander, it comes in a tumbler. It has its lid here and the straw. And so what a great way, you know, to start somebody's day with flowers. So thank you, Floral Expressions, for letting us start our day with this beautiful arrangement. It smells just beautifully with these fresh flowers.
And I love the tumbler. Exactly what you said. It just kind of brings out that whole different flair.
Definitely.
So it's really cool that if you're looking for something, you know, different, out of the ordinary, but also stylish. Man, that's such an awesome piece. Yeah,
I love it. So thank you, Floral Expressions. Before we go offline, we want to thank you for watching this morning's episode. We'd also like to close out with our mission statement. Connect Del Rio's mission is to create and structure a centralized online source that hosts the latest information, high-end services, and tools that benefit and progress the city of Del Rio.
So we envision a future where we have established a new local digital status quo that helps our city improve its online infrastructure.
Lastly, Connect Del Rio will always strive to help improve our community overall and provide quality work that you would normally only see in large cities. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you again later on this month on
CDR24 Morning News Show.
Until next time, thanks for watching CDR24.